The
elementary
dinosaurs are on
school,
the earth. Oh, okay.
there was a choir, and basically
Yeah, exactly.
everybody in the school was in the choir except for people that didn't want to be in it, which ended up being like about 20 people across the 130 person grade.
Yep.
So those 20 kids would like just
10
sit and do
seconds
nothing while
remaining.
the rest of us were in choir.
Exactly. That's what I was. That's what
Okay.
I was in, and I
Remaining.
played so much Oregon Trail. Our computers couldn't run anything except for Oregon Trail, and I played so much of that game. And like, Where in the World is Carmen San Diego? And
Oh,
then
that
they
was a
said by the
fantastic
time
game.
that was a great game, and Freddy Fish. By the time I hit like fifth grade, they're like, "Yo, these guys just can't do nothing, right?" So they made us do like computer science programming classes, which were kind of funny. But for a while, for 2 years, it was free real estate.
Shakiro. Shakiro was one of my favorite
Radiant
heroes, by the
team
way.
pick.
And Slark was not banned out.
And that's one of my least favorite heroes. Look how short he looks. It's just like a little hunched over little Nostradamus down there.
The thing that gets me is like how huge Sand King is compared to Slark.
Yeah, yeah. I like him though. I like his eyes pointing in two different directions. Like
10
his little like
seconds remaining
fish,
back.
fish friend.
Faceless Void.
Faceless Void. That's a great hero.
Especially with
It's a
the
little bit comme
Shakiro.
ci comme ça, as they say in French against Slark. You know, Slark gets off his ulti, you just negate the Void Chrono. I, I mean, it's really good with like Jakiro, Kunkka, and Dark Willow.
Radiant
There's so much things
scaling
you can
back.
just dump into the Chronosphere with from Bow, from Brambles, so easy to set up. Macro Pyre's great, Dual Breath. It's easy to chain stun afterward, especially with like Ice Path, because they can in BKB. So a lot of big team fight potential coming out from Unknown. And a Meepo ban.
10
Dilecom
seconds remaining.
watched the end of the first series. They're like, we're not letting this happen.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, that was
I think
scary.
they think the Kunk is a 3, actually. Or it actually looks like a 3. So that's interesting.
Radiant team pick.
Sorry, I'm just trying to take a moment. There's not a whole lot of breaks between games, guys, and I actually have to run ads like 5 minutes after the game ends. So if we get a 10-minute break, that's half my break already gone.
10
We have
seconds
this,
remaining.
we're like selling our soul during these ads.
Pretty
We put
much.
our
5
skin and
seconds
Yes.
remaining.
we shed our skin and put our bones into everything we put up there.
Also, it means that LD won't like take the kill shot. So
Yeah, just again, sniper is. I still see the red dot sight on my forehead at all times. Like I don't know how he manages to point a sniper rifle at both your house and my house at the same time, but he does it.
or both
LD's a magical
targeting.
little guy. Yeah, he's got like a satellite pointed from both directions.
Dire team pick.
Pugna. You don't see this hero too often. I like him. He's funny. He
Funny.
runs around. Yeah, I love his little taunt. He just does a little, oh, that's Clinks' taunt. He's funny. Look at him. He's tiny. He's smaller than Void as well. He's a tiny little man with a wand. Like, how can you not like him? He looks
Looks
like
like a
a
little kid,
cockroach as well.
actually.
He is like a little kid.
10
A little
seconds
kid just
remaining.
went to Party City, found like some sorcerer outfit,
5 seconds
and
remaining.
accidentally jumped into a pool of green lava. And yeah,
What?
Pugna.
Dota 2 lore, ladies and gentlemen.
I love his little feet.
Honk.
Look at him, little shoes. Are they leather? Those are Armani? I mean, he might be a well-off guy. You know those memes like where they show like what the clothes they're wearing, and it's like way more expensive than it actually is. It shows like SpongeBob's
Choose your
tie. They
hero.
find some like Gucci tie that kind of looks like it. It's worth like $10,000. Ember Spirit, the last pick. I feel like that hero's really good against Pugna. Oh, that's Pugna's the 3, so it is a mid to Kunkka. Okay. Man, that Ember Spirit's kidded.
Really?
He's got like harpoons on his back.
It looks like he's wearing a bucket for a hat.
I like it.
You like
You never wore a
wearing
bucket?
buckets?
How does that look like a bucket? It looks more like potentially a sink, a very fancy sink,
Sure.
very
Even better,
Indian
he's
style,
wearing a sink on his head.
potentially a public urinal in some Southeast Asian country. also acceptable. I wouldn't say a bucket.
Look, I've seen some weird buckets in my day.
Yeah. You were in the bucket brigades? Sorry, that's a rough joke. Anyway. Look at Faceless Void's mace. I've never seen that one. Everyone has either the really expensive Immortal or the Maelstrom or the Battle Fury. This guy's like got half of like a stalactite in the middle of an orb. Kunkka's got some really sick, nasty green sword as well. Willow looks great.
My cat decided to jump on my mixer. Oh, you don't want to be here? A tease.
He lost his last Kunkka. Okay, this guy's motivated. Played a pub, he lost Kunkka. He's here, sees Luccini, they're dead. Well, this guy's won 6 in a row before this match. I mean, it's coming to an end. Because that Kunkka is angsty. He's ready. Is this Luccini's first game?
Yeah.
It is.
They were an open qualifier team, so I guess they have a warm-up.
That is true. Huh. Wow, they're a really good team to go through open qualifiers. That's kind of weird. Alright. Fair play, I guess. Alright, let's see these lanes. Oh, it is a Slark mid. So Slark against Kunkka. This is a very Slark favored matchup. It becomes almost impossible for Kunkka to walk into lane after about level 3. Unless someone pressures him really early, or he just messes up and takes a little too much Tidebringer damage. This should be an incredibly Slark favored matchup. Oh, there's 3 heroes top, and they're not going to find anyone. Ember Spirit is safe lane? Both Luccini the carry and the mid both have mid items. So Ember Spirit's going to the top lane with 0 regen, which is really interesting. Potentially miscommunication.
This taunt really bothers me.
The Void one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear it from all over the map, which is weird.
Yeah, smack him. Alright.
It doesn't even matter, just use it off. 40 mana for Time Walk. At least it's 21st second, that's quite a cool man.
Fair exchange.
Oh, they scouted the lanes. They wanted to see who's mid, and they saw that it's Slark.
Jakir's gonna
Ember's
hide.
heading.
Will he be found? No. They don't even know. They don't even know how much was scouted.
Like ships in the night, they pass. And then old man's kidney stone.
Why was I
also
thinking about that phrase earlier?
Ships in the night? Because
Yeah.
I've hinted at it like twice. I think I've been using like subliminal messaging this whole time. Okay, so this is perfect. Well, this is exactly what I hinted at should have happened. So this lane is incredibly hard for Kunkka to play, so you rotate the Jakiro for a little bit.
First blood. Not first blood.
Not first blood?
Not first blood.
You
Almost.
baited me.
Yeah, I baited you pretty hard.
That's a lot of harass coming out to Ember Spirit.
Yeah, well, the Bane almost
Dark Willow
died.
was when the Bane almost died.
And almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
That's a great skill. Now we look cultural. And cultured. Cultured is what I'm looking for, not cultural. Everyone's cultural. Everyone has a culture.
You are pretty cultural.
No, that's true. Alrighty, Lena clicking down the Jakiro in the bottom lane. She has a Basilius from start, and she clicks very painfully. Berna danced his way to the
Oh my
large
gosh,
camp.
you did
I
the
missed it.
thing.
I missed it.
I thought you knew what you were talking about.
I missed it. I missed it. I'm sorry.
I hate this game.
No, you should hate me. This game's beautiful.
Alright, well, it's okay.
Like
Faceless
an
Void is
online
going to
chess.
stay alive bottom. Why did I ever think that there was going to be a kill bottom?
It probably is not going to be killed for a while.
No.
And if anybody dies, it's the Jakiro. This Void's probably just gonna queue it off and chill.
Middle tower is under
Oh, it's a
attack.
haste rune on the Slunk. Or Slark. It's also called Slunk, a combination of Slark and
Slark
Skunk.
and Slunk. Also a combination of stuff.
That's true.
God.
He's clicking away like the champ that he is. Tuna is struggling.
I just killed a bee. Yeah! Sorry, bee.
Okay, we have gone. This is our third series. Heavens forbid what happens in the fourth and fifth one. We're gone off the rails.
Going off the... Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna get back into it. I'm just... You know what? I gotta
Yeah.
refocus. That's what it is. I'm gonna need some monster energy, get myself refocused into this
Spons-
game.
That's our sponsor.
Yeah,
That is
there we go. Go to
sponsor.
Monster Energy thing. There's probably a link in the chat. You'll
There's a
find
link.
it. It'll be there eventually. You can get focused along with me, and we'll get right back into this game. 3:14 in the game. That's high. And there's a
Ooh.
kill.
It was coming. It was a long time coming. But that's one permanent Agi.
I missed it, and that
I
means I
didn't
need
miss
more
it.
monster.
I did not miss it.
Okay.
These lanes are kind of becoming static because I feel like everyone's missing just a tiny bit of damage to their kills, except for mid, which is going incredibly one-sided.
Wait,
Oi,
wait.
Ember Spear paused.
Ember Spirit pause. Looks like a puppy pause.
It is
Hey,
a
we
puppy
were
pause.
gonna
They're
make
now.
that graph, remember? The pie chart.
Which one? Oh, okay. Oh shoots.
There. And there's a
This is
little
awful.
slice right there. That little slice is Lena.
And the rest
Perfect.
is the Monster Energy Fund.
Yep.
All right, top lane. Man, Ember Spirit's kind of struggling. He's just getting clicked, which is the sad truth of laning against two ranged heroes with really good auto attacks. One has an incredibly long one, and one has one of the fastest space auto attacks in the game. So he's struggling, but it's. I actually don't know what his last thing. He's probably
Right
doing quite
here
well
on
in CS.
the MNZ. And he doesn't have the damage. You need one more hit.
One more hit.
Now
Ooh,
maybe
Invis rune.
Excel? Oh, is there going to be a kill mid?
No, he's just doing a lot of damage.
Alright. Now that's a lot of damage. Greedy might actually find the
But-
kill onto the Bane here, but there's still another Brain Sap going down. Hugda misses with another blast, so that means that the
Radiant's
Bane
top
gets
tower
away, and
is
he
under
uses
attack.
a lot of mana for that.
Radiant are scared.
The Slark is free farming. This is spooky territory. The one hero you definitely don't want to have free farm lane. It's Slark. Not only is he having free farm, he's level 6. Oh, Prada fell in the bottom lane.
It's alright, I saw that one. You're
Perfect.
making a point.
I was making a point. I'm making a point that the Slark is going to carry this game because he's 33 and 13 at 15 at 5 minutes.
That's pretty good.
They're 1k up as well. I gave Unknown. Whoa, did he just ult? Slark just ulted. I think that might have been a misclick.
It's
Pay attention.
it's just efficiency, okay?
Absolutely. Or maybe he's just BMing, just ulting. He's like, come gank me. I don't have my ulti. I just wasted 120 mana.
Nobody picked it, so I don't even know if the Radiant side know about it.
Whoa, he just used leap as well. What is he doing? Is he breaking trees? I'm confused. Okay, MNZ is doing some 4D chess that I just do not understand as of so far.
Yeah, that's some mental gymnastics right there.
Vale picked up on Sanking 6 minutes in. That is fast.
Oh my god. He doesn't even have boots. He
Yeah,
needs a lot of boots as a Sand King.
that is true.
Lena with the LSA and the Veil. Here comes so much damage. Look at this. It's a sandstorm. And now the Lena gets found with the Chronosphere. Put right down there. And one of the few times that you'll actually see a Faceless Void get an early kill with the Chrono.
Yep, Lena fell a little too low from trading with the Jakiro. And wow, I didn't notice that Void is 6 while Sanking is 4. Has the Jakiro just been pulling this entire time? This lane is going incredibly well for the Radiant if there's such a disparity in XP. Like, the Sand King might be farmed, but like, who cares to go point? Void's level 6, almost 7. Kunkka's catching up. He's hitting up the jungle. He's stacking and sideburning. You know, he can't show up lane in the mid. Oh, there's a Slark here.
Yeah, but I think he was scattered out. There's a pretty deep Radiant ward there. So the
Ooh.
Faceless Void backs away, and they'll just go for the tower here. Maybe check the trees a little bit for him with the LSA, but they're definitely getting what they came for. They rotate with the Siege Engine going down to the bottom lane, and they get a good amount of damage onto the tower. Take some map control away from the Radiant side.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Okay. His partner seems to be doing very well. You don't usually see this hero on the offlane because he's easily exploitable because he's made out of glass.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
But he seems to be doing alright. Level 5, almost level 6. Soon enough, you know, they're going to start pressuring towers all over the place with this Q.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Did you know that Pugna's Q does half damage to buildings? That's your fun fact of the day.
Wow, that's a fun fact.
Not too many people know that.
Dire's top tower.
Nice little leap by MNZ. The Ice Path does go down, but Sark doesn't really care a whole lot about it. I don't really see a kill happening here, but he is going to steal a lot of stats off of it. He does have his ultimate available. Bramble Patch goes down to force the Slark back, but hey, he's having a lot of fun. He's a
He
Slark.
is.
Look at me.
But he's not last hitting. This is kind of concerning. He had a really hot start, and then he went bottom, got nothing.
Dire's top tower.
And now he's just not CSing. He's
There
just
is
kind
a
of
sleep on the top lane. Uses another blast to try to escape the scene, but it's not going to matter. Sleight of Fist from Jaymari manages to get the kill. Now Prada might be a little bit too far off. Sleight of Fist is not going to be necessary here. They already have the shackles down.
Dire's top tower is under
With again
attack.
another Bramble Patch going down, it forces the Dire side back. But you're seeing them
Slark
having
going
to
forward.
react so much. What happened to the Slark?
Slark got chronoed, he got his ulti off, but then there was just a boat right on top of him, so
Ouch.
he just got bashed up again. This Slark had a very easy laning stage. He had basically nobody in his lane, and then he made one bad rotation, didn't farm for another 2 minutes, and then died, so kind of throwing away his hot start. And that's shown in the net worth.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Sand King's still up there though. And he did have his Veil of Discord very early, going straight for the Blink Dagger as well. So
Yeah,
even if the
good
Slark
luck
did mess
getting
up
stacked.
on one rotation, he's still got teammates. That's the great part about Dota.
Midas is up on Void. Boundaries are coming up. Or where they're gonna kill the Kunkka. It looks like
The
they
center
are.
right on top of him as well, giving him all the business.
That was a lot of damage. He's tanked a lot of spells. He does have double bracer and 1400 health.
Radiant's middle tower is
And
under
he did
attack.
explode. Another haste rune on a Slark. He runs past the same observer ward he pinged out earlier.
Money to burn.
And he's going to get nobody. And he has 0 points in Dark Pact, so he cannot farm the jungle. The guy needs to farm, or he's going to feed.
Yeah, it seems like he is like, I'm gonna be a Slark and I'm gonna gank everybody right now. But you need to make sure you keep getting the gold.
I mean, he's now the Kunkka's level 9. He was bodying Kunkka in lane, and now he's 2 levels behind him. He's thrown away his like whatever advantage he had for absolutely nothing. Watch him die here again.
He's being super aggressive. Let's move away from the torrent that comes down. And there's the Fiend's Grip. Alright, TPs will come through. This is probably not the best place for this fight. And
No.
the Bane is doing a nice little juke of the Bramble Patch, but the torrent catches in, and unfortunately, that's a free Fiend's Grip basically wasted there.
Alrighty. Solid attempt, but, you know, a little bit too ambitious. But it's softly.
So while this Slark is maybe faltering a little bit after the laning stage, at least they have the Ember Spirit doing well. At least they have the Sand King who's farmed up so much and is very close to his Blink Dagger.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
not really all bad news for Luccini.
Yeah. Put a solid amount of pressure on the 2-2. Maybe get the void.
They find the faceless. No, he's gone.
Wow. Okay, he survives it. That's that 12 strength talent, level 10 right there. He didn't have that. He was dead. He was dead.
I could get this. Dark
Oh, he
Wolf
dropped
denies
the
the
Conker.
tower. It will be a stun out onto the Slark. He's not going to be able to purge it off. And the X-Marshal spot brings him back as well. Slark just not looking great in terms of decision making at this point.
No, a bit of riding the struggle bus, you know?
That's a whole lot of feels bad, man, right there. Not only did you die, but you also got the tower denied off of you.
Yeah. So it seems all your work has been in vain. Kunkka gets the 40 damage talent at level 10, which is very strong. So now Typeburger does even more damage. And it'll be interesting to see what he itemizes past this armlet. Wasn't this the guy, Attune, that got busted for doing his macros? His team got disqualified in an earlier qualifier for having macros for like Meepo pooping and like Husker armlet toggles. I'm certain he's not doing it again, but I remember it seemed a little weird because I think he was unfairly disqualified from my perspective. Because it's kind of the rules on macros, not even macros. Oh,
Well,
there's
hold that
Chrono
thought,
on top.
actually. We've got the Chrono with the Phoenix Grip on top of it. Nice double ice pass from the Jakiro. But Jay Mari, he's still managing to stay alive here. Sweep comes out a little bit. The Bane will be able to get away, but here comes the Epicenter. Veil of Discord on top of it as well. SRD doing as much damage as he possibly can on a very farm Sankey. He's staying alive for a while, but the damage just is not there for Luccini. They try to push on the bottom instead, but that's a good hold for Unknown.
That was just Sanking missing him. I think you could have killed any one person there, but he kind of just stunned right through the middle and missed everybody. It was quite interesting.
Still Daymari doing a lot of work. He will find one, looking for the second, getting stunned out, and that Bedlam will hurt so much. Trying to get away from this Dark Willow, and with the Brambles down, he knows exactly where he can TP out. Kunkka couldn't get there fast enough.
Alright, it's just a 1K net worth lead. This,
7-7.
even with Sanking's dead.
Is
7-7 in 14 minutes. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. It looks very aesthetic with the 2 sevens at the top, for sure.
If only it were like 7-7 at 777.
With the 7K net worth lead somehow.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty wild. How do you have the same amount of kills in 7 minutes and lead by 7K net worth? Maybe potentially pressuring the tier 1 with Pugna. He missed the blast on the tower. It happens to the best of us.
Also the worst.
Yeah, more often the latter. Man, he's doing a solid amount of damage.
That's
Yeah, I mean, he got a Midas pretty early. Look at the range on another blast. How far away you can just sit on Pugna and just plink it off. Pugna's a fun hero to play. Just run around using your Q.
Yeah, I love
cooldown.
hating buildings.
Yeah,
That is such a long range.
that is kind of. Does he have a casting talent? That'd be ridiculous. Oh, they're forted.
Wow.
I don't think it's changing anything. That tower's destined to fall.
Great fortification, but you better use it or you lose it.
Or you can just lose it.
Yeah, or you can lose it.
Just like your Lina.
Ouch. Making it go onto the Pugna, Baby Bones has no way of getting out of that Fiend's grip. So I guess he's gonna lose it as well.
Slark is pushing the agenda in the bottom lane.
Get out of here.
But I don't know to how much avail. He's just chilling.
Chrono. Oh, he was faking it out. Look at
baited
that.
out the Chrono.
Look at that. Now he's jumping right into people. Look at this. Ice Patch. Got him. Wow. It's amazing. Bramble Patch on top of the Chrono. He's so dead. That's so smart.
I mean, this Slark is, you know, the lights are on him, and he's doing a little bit of the choke. I mean, it's healthy. A little bit of choking, you know.
Is it?
Maybe he's got... No, it's definitely not. But he's got
That's like
Sankey
the
and Ember.
opposite of healthy.
There's probably some like fitness guru that's like choking is good
Choking
for
is
you.
so
You should do it
good.
like it really works. Really helps my thighs. Anyway, he's got his friends to do the Heimlich. Ember and Sankey are both really high up on the net worth.
Illusion.
And they're pushing top lane together,
Radiant's top tower. is
forging
under
their
attack.
friendship even stronger.
Oh, here we go. X marks the spot on the Kunkka. Take a look at this guy. He's out of there. But here comes the Sand King. Burrows break on the 2. Dustin Appearance gets used. He's going to get stunned over to the side, as well as the boat. It's coming to run over everybody. The Lina gets picked up by it. The Kunkka doesn't know what to do. Should he go after the Ember? Should he go against somebody else? He doesn't even know. Here's the epicenter along with the Burrows break. These guys are taking so much damage. They need to take care of the face of Void, but they're not going to be able to find the damage that they need. And now the Shrine gets popped. Daymari, he walks in. He was stunned. He's getting feared. He's running back, but he's not going to make it very far. Neither will Excel. Excel very low, getting chased down by a big double-headed dragon. Tried to sleep himself, but the only person that ends up getting slept is... Oh wait, he got killed.
Oof. Alright, that just a little bit of just miscommunication. Ember had his spirits up the entire time, and he didn't spirit bomb the Void, and he got his Void just time lapsed it, not time lapsed it, time walked it off to the high ground, and they popped the shrine. While they could have killed him earlier. And Ember, I don't know, anger, teenage angst, just followed him right up the high ground into the shrine, wasted all of his remnants, and just died.
That was so
So,
weird.
That's a bit of a weird fight.
I feel really bad for
If
this
you're
Sand
Luccini.
King. Like, he's
Yeah, Sand-
not playing this badly at all, and his team has just nothing to back him up.
Hey, he's on another level.
Uh-oh.
His team is
Uh-oh.
lagging behind.
Arc. Easy game.
Oh,
Oh no! How is Chronosphere still there? Unbelievable.
MNZ. One more time, taking the L.
Is that
He's
what
1 and
MNC
4.
stands for?
What?
Be no, be alive.
Radiant's middle tower. is
Yep,
under
that's
attack.
exactly what the Z sounds like.
Nailed it. Alright, Bane's going to maybe feed, but the rest of his team shows up to help. LSA hits on the baby bones and Pugna dies. This macro pyre hurts, but these guys are able to stay alive for now, and somehow Luccini are turning it around, managing to keep their wits about them, taking a huge fight in the mid lane. That'll be 4 down. There's nothing the Face of Void can say about it.
Yep, Sand King just does what Sand King does. Stuns and sandstorms, and he did so much damage to both Jakiro and Pugna. They're still, at the end of the day, incredibly squishy. So if you can get in there and just sandstorm on top of them, they're going to melt. And 4 for 1. Feel the Dire very happy with that exchange.
Dire are
Stark's just
stronger.
chilling in the top lane.
Sucks.
Let it burn.
He has a Midas queued. That's a little weird. Maybe he's just never unqueued it. But maybe he's like, this game's going to be 15 minutes long, as every single game 1 of today SA Group 1 has been.
Is that your prediction?
Bane, place the board. No, God. 43 minutes is my prediction. And I think the Dire's gonna. I think the good Dire can do it.
And they're going so far for this. Sand King, his blink tag
Actually-
is down.
The Radiants are gonna win. 43 minutes, the Radiants are gonna win. I believe in his face is Void. He's been playing really well. Kunkka's done a good job recovering from his horrible start. I believe in the Radiant. I think after their 2-0 of Infamous that they're a solid team.
The boat's going to come through helping Kunkka to survive a little bit. Got to get some run in you if you want to get through Dota. That's some good advice.
Yep.
In any case, the Ember Spirit comes around the side and, well, there's so much control going on to Kunkka that he's now disconnected from the game.
That's actually a little known interaction with Ember Spirit. His Q causes Kunkka to disconnect just at any time. Sorry they crashed in Dota. His brain crashed.
Ouch. Alright, back into the fight though. Just kidding.
Oh,
Wait.
They didn't say G. Jesus, guys, show a little respect and restraint.
Let's analyze this fight. Just kidding.
Wow, no communication
Crystal
coming out
Maiden
from
and
the.
Lena are sisters. There we go. Short fact. They disengaged. That was a bit of a letdown. There could have been a huge
Oh
fight
my!
there.
I just have 4 members of the Dire muted. That's why. Were they saying something? I thought they were just. Did they just randomly unpause?
I don't have them muted. They didn't say anything.
Oh, okay. I thought that the Dire just. Sorry, I guess I guess now everybody knows I have 4 players muted. It's kind of bizarre. I was like, so they did just unpause after no G, no nothing. Okay, no respect coming out. He's still lagging, and he's out of there again.
If you have an armlet of Mordigian, you can turn on Unholy Strength to temporarily raise your health by 500.
That is true.
How true that is. Oh no.
Wow,
This
another
isn't
one is
looking
gone.
good. It's affecting more
This is-
people.
It's spreading. It's Plague Inc. all over again.
Well, okay,
Slark
so
has
what's
a-
the weirdest name that you named your disease in Plague Inc?
I've never played Plague Inc.
Oh,
I just know of the concept.
that's a
This is-
letdown.
So I was just trying to be topical, you know? Trying to be
Topical.
hip.
Like the
Let's
cool
do a
kids?
cosmetics check. Who do you? Let's go hero by hero. Just tell me what hero you're on, so I don't feel like I'm left out with this stream.
I'm just gonna go from left to right.
Okay,
So we got Void.
I'm
He's
going into
okay.
perspective view, like a first person. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Okay, Void's looking kind of spiky. It's all right.
Spiky's fine. What about Kunk?
Out of 10, what would you give this?
I would give it about a 4.
A 4. I'd give this a 5.5. I'll be a little more generous.
Okay. What about Kunka?
Kunkka, his sword is giving off major like 8 vibes, but the rest of him is like a 4. I'll give him a 5.75.
I was about to say a 5.7.
Okay.
Alright.
Oh, they're unpausing.
We're gonna. Oh.
Nope, it's paused again. They,
Ashley
SC,
Birch is pretty
okay.
good.
the laugh, that's a solid laugh. Pugna. Oh, Pugna's just base Pugna in the trees. Just chilling. Oh no, I'm stuck in first person. How do I get out of here?
Hit I. Oh wait, it doesn't work to spectator. You can't do
It
that.
doesn't hit spectator.
Oh well, looks like you're stuck for the rest of the game. Have fun.
No, I got out. I found the button. It was a bit of a journey of self-understanding, but I found it. Alrighty, 2K net worth lead by the Dire. And they're posturing themselves to the top lane.
Face's Void is fat.
Face is void. It's
He
big.
has grown fat from strength. That's a Destiny reference.
There you go.
Happy raid day, by the way.
To all our Destiny fans. All 12 of them. Alrighty then.
Ouch.
The Void is content with farming. I think they're just gonna wait for his BKB, and the moment he gets BKB, he's just gonna let it wail.
He's had a really good game. He's 5-0-3. And he's level 17.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems rather my brain is like shutting off right now. I literally have been looking at like Faces Void items, and I was just like thinking about colors, like how aesthetic he is. Like he's purple, he has like ink treads on for whatever reason, and a maelstrom,
Oh
and
man.
now Sanking pauses. Well, who are we? Pugna has no cosmetics, right? So is that like or does he have cosmetics that are just really old? Oh, he has a headpiece. Okay, well, Pugna, you're
He has
getting a
another
2.
ward skin.
Yeah. He's getting a 2. Moving on, Jakiro. Jakiro's kind of boring because he has no like custom sets. He just has the immortals.
He has the heads.
Yeah,
of
but
them.
everybody has the heads.
Extra points for both of them.
Okay, he gets a 6.
He gets
just
an
'cause
11.
No, he gets a 6. We will not be giving out 11s.
You're rude.
I mean,
Jakiro is beautiful.
you gotta maintain a high standard.
Yeah. Jakiro fits
Are they?
that high standard.
It's
Wraparound
too simple.
smoke.
While there's the wraparound.
From Luccini.
Ooh.
Jakiro almost caught out. He will be caught out. The Dark Willow tries to help, but it's not going to be enough. Long range Burrow Strike comes in with the artillery, but the Lina will be the trade. Now J Mari in the middle of a lot. J Mari even in this game. He's the Ember, isn't he?
Jumar is in this team.
You know, there are
Jumari's the
some
Ember.
times where you just kind of lose where you're going. And that
Dude.
was me right there.
I understand completely. We've lost ourselves in this game. There's been too many pauses. Our brains are fried.
Right? If you pause the game, you pause the casters, right? That should be how it works.
Yeah, the casters just turn off. Their heads just like drop to the floor. Kunkka farming out the bottom lane. Having a grand old time whacking creeps left, right, and center.
And dancing. Left, right,
And
and center.
dancing.
He has the phase shift. Just kidding.
Just-
Kunkka doesn't have phase shift.
That would be cool though. If we were just playing ability draft, just next open qualifier.
Dude, I want to see some
Ability draft.
real ability draft games. Because those get so broken.
They do get super broken. I feel like some of them would just be boring because they'd end in like 10 minutes. It's hard to really balance around ability draft. This is a bit of a snooze fest. Well, it's a high kills. It's high kills. It's very level. I apologize. This is not a snooze fest. It's just a 1k net worth difference in 24 minutes. And people right now are just pushing out waves. And you have to respect that. Lines are being drawn. Jakiro's like, we need to push out waves before we do anything.
Faceless voice crawls around the jungle and says, hey, stop farming here, that's mine.
That's mine and everything. It's like the Lion King. Everything you see is
Everywhere
It's
the
yours,
light
though.
touches.
is your kingdom, Simba.
But what
Incredible.
about the shadow?
And then he laughs. And then he dies. I'm sorry, everybody. I just ruined Lion King. Simba's dad dies.
Wow.
Let's use that Chronosphere. Let's use it. I want to see it.
We are
I want to see
pushing.
it fly.
We got a BKB, it's going to be a Mjolnir. I like saying that. Mjolnir soon.
Mjolnir.
Mjolnir. Who even farm these creeps? I've never seen anybody
And
farm
Sand
like
King
that.
is so farmed.
I've never seen
still-
anything like it.
Dire's top tower.
Oh,
Oh my gosh. Epicenter! Run!
Radiant structures.
Alright, there was an attempt to fight.
That could still be an
have
attempt
to-
until the Pugna got bored.
Dire's top
Now they just
tower
want to roam.
is under attack.
Well, Luccini do know about it. The scan has been there. Mjolnir completed for Faceless Void, and I would say that the control around the pit is pretty darn good for Unknown. Macropyre's still up. They've got a lot of AoE. Now someone's getting caught out at bottom. That's Jakiro, so his Macropyre is not going to be available. But Atsun is there to help out over at bottom. The boat will come through onto the Slark.
Dire's
He's
structures.
got a double
Purges
damage.
it off
That
and
probably
walks away.
helped.
Oh, it's a weird little splinter fight. Bane gets hued.
Is under attack.
Oh, and he dodges it with sleep. Very well done by the Bane. They still have this DP on Clark. He's trying to run on in.
So strange. So the Jakiro
This
goes
is
down, Roshan gets stopped, and now we're back to a stalemate again.
Back to the same 1k network difference. Pugna gets the 1 second cooldown off of Nether Blast.
Is Sand King okay?
No.
I was wondering if he was AFK.
Ooh.
Blink. I think they thought that might have been an illusion.
Yeah, but he really did. I mean, if I saw that in the pit, I'd be kind of
He
concerned
looked
as
like
well.
an illusion.
Tower is under attack.
Oh, he's Roche. Oh, he's getting bashed though. Why does Roche have True Sight? That's kind of bizarre. I never realized that.
Roach is still so low. Daymari runs in. The Bramble Patch goes down, and MNZ goes into the pit, trying to take this Roach down very quickly. LSA will help Luccini to secure it, and they want a little bit more Daymari up to the high ground, but he very quickly backs up.
Alright, smoke was baited. They're not baited, but they're trying to get something out of the fight. It's 2K net worth lead by Luccini.
What a confusing game.
It is quite wild.
Did they just leave the Roshan when he's already very low?
I mean, kind of difficult to fight both teams, to be honest. People are afraid to make mistakes in games like these because they're so close. It's like people are just afraid to make plays sometimes.
Pugna up very far, and here comes the epicenter. You got to be careful. You absolutely have to hit it onto the Faceless Void, but he's so low. The bolt will hit. Now the Fiend's Grip is there. Faceless Void completely blown up. What a fight for Unknown. Still finds the Lena. Dark Willow doing a little bit of work in the Bedlam. Now it's time for the Kunkka to come up big, but with the Terrorize used, means that the Radiant side will back up and disengage. That was an uncharacteristically good and lucky fight for Luccini. Getting the Faceless Void down so quickly.
Radiant's middle tower
Yeah,
is under
he
attack.
doesn't have a Lincoln Sphere or anything to prevent him from getting Fiend's Grip, and his Willow was too far away to cancel it, so he just got gripped and died. And Slark, with his new Aegis, his drums, and his Diffusal Blade, there's enough money for a BK. He's clicking away at that tower mid.
It's basically just a couple of minutes. This Slark has gone so far back into the game. And now becomes such a terror for the backlines of Unknown.
Yeah, this hero was never going to be not good this game, but he did make the game kind of difficult for himself. What a pounce. He did that blind. That was incredible. I mean, that's totally luck, but still. That's oh, he only has 3 permanent agi. I really thought he'd have more this game.
Well, surprisingly with the Pugna on the Radiant side, Luccini have gotten a ton of control around the map.
Yeah, for sure. After taking that Aegis, they're now 6K net worth up. There's another pause. Thank you, South American Dota. Thank you.
What does
what was
mean?
sec? It was talk. TOQ.
Yeah.
But sec just means sec, like second.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Really?
Okay.
Oh my god, Becky. I know about seconds and minutes and hours. Time is weird, right? Just a weird human construct. Like, what is time? Like, why is it right now? Because it's really complicated to use. I can answer that. Alright, where were we at? Oh, Jakiro got an 11 for cosmetics. Dark Willow. I think Dark Willow is the best, is the most well-dressed. Oh my god, it's a gift from Dano. I know Dano. Hey, shout out to Dano for gifting this set to the 4 player of Unknown. That's weird. Didn't expect to see somebody on my friends list to this.
Well, we're back into it. 30 minutes. 7K gold lead for Luccini. I haven't really shown any graphs this game. You want to see some graphs? Oh, wow.
Yeah, I want to see some graphs. Show me what you got.
You see these graphs?
Comforting rune of regeneration.
Alright, no more graphs.
No more graphs. Too much fun. They're hunting the Faceless Void. Will he get him? Scans a little bit off the mark. He has a time lock cast range. He went really far with his Q. Bane looking around.
Look how big that is. That's like sniper attack range long.
That is quite wild. Bane is still looking for him.
He's like, I think he's in here.
Oh, but they now know that the courier flew into the jungle, into those trees. There has to be a dire hero there. The Radiant is struggling to push out waves, and they're slowly losing in net worth because the dire is just out farming them. The only person truly farming well on the Radiant is the Void with his Midas and Maelstrom. He's opting for, I think, a Satanic, which is good because of the status resist against Feeds Grip. Really decreases the duration of the ulti.
Start going after the Dark Willows. Dark Willow's TP is down. now the Bane's getting chased away. Have to be careful. Chrono, Laguna Blade, they've got to kill this Void, and they will be able to get him. Pugna tried to help with the sneaky trigger on the shrine. Let's TP away. BKB from the Kunkka. Uses the TP and gets away. 2 for 0. And the Dark Willow almost kills off the Ember Spirit. Eventually will. But still, you've got MNZ inside your base doing so much damage. He falls. Dark Willow falls as well. Luccini, they're taking a lot of good fights here. It's so strange, because it feels like Unknown are hemorrhaging heroes that they don't need to. But it's just the way it goes sometimes.
Ooh, 12k after these buybacks. They're just gonna take this tier 3 and they're running. Oh god, the Terrorize sent
Slark will get stunned, uses his ultimate, and manages to get away. Nice path is a nice path to get out.
Retreat. That is a bold TP by Valina.
That was almost as bold as the taste of Doritos.
Yeah, bold and brash. More like belongs in the trash. That TP was atrocious. Sorry. 11k net worth lead at 33 minutes in for the Dire team. Slark, I think now has... Oh, he had a BKB queued, but they thought against it. I guess there truly is not that much that phases him, besides Chronosphere. That seems like the only way he dies.
Except for
and a BKB doesn't really help him. That is true. The face boots will face him.
Radiant are scanning.
They've scanned.
There's like a weird sense of urgency on Unknown right now. We find the Bane. That might be it. MNZ hiding in the trees for now. Sand King's there.
Ooh, God.
Hang out on the edge of that. Oh. Timely Blink gets him out. And then finally, Unknown are like, wait a second. We should be pushing towers with the Pugna. Wow.
I mean, there are 2 dead, which is the first time in a long time for Unknown. Oh, big stun onto 2.
And they know where the Sand King is. They want to get the tower instead, though. They won't.
Nope. They won't. 17.
Instead, they lose to Jakiro, possibly a little bit more. As the follow-up stun goes out on the Pugna, Burrow Strike is there. Dark Willow TPing out to behind enemy lines. They'll find the... Oh my gosh. This Pugna is getting styled on by the Slark.
I mean, that guy has no buyback, correct? He used the last fight.
Dead. Burrow Strike a little bit off the mark, which allows the Faceless Void to get out.
Okay, no Pugna for 80 seconds. Maybe you can pressure tier 3s again, / potentially get top racks. That would be interesting.
It'd be fun and exciting.
You know what's fun and exciting? Dota 2. And the Great Taste of Monster Energy Drink, official sponsor of Beyond the Stomach. 14k network lead. Slark just plinking away at this top shrine.
So hard, guys.
Dude, the products we are giving out for BTS and their sponsors.
Dual Scepter
are incredible.
taking the Sand King up as well. Aeon Disc proc. Gets stunned. Meanwhile, on the backside of the fight, though, nice chrono on the 2 is really necessary, but the Fiend's Grip will hold the Faceless Void in place, and that's while his BKB is going. So this is a mega field bad man for the Faceless Void, forced away from the epicenter, and now Unknown Schools, they're kind of expended here. Slark it's his time to shine, takes down the Jakiro, only the Kunkka and the Faceless Void remaining to stop this push. Doesn't really look like they're going to be too successful at all. Luckily the creeps aren't there yet, so it is taking a little bit longer, but 17k gold lead for Luccini, a 2,000 gold change after that fight. Here comes the boat. Runs over to creeps. Slark in the middle of everything. He's got his ultimate available. Burrow Strike on the 2. Going right after the Faceless Void. Do they have the damage that they need? Yes, they do! 83 seconds on the sidelines. He's probably going to have a little bit of time to think about his decisions if he wants to. Or he could decide to buy back and try to save a little bit of his team's base. Slark taking a little bit more damage from Big Pugna.
Radiant's middle
No racks taken at this point, but another tier 3 down. Throw strike through. X marks the spot into Torrent for Senor D. And MNZ is back in the fight. Looking for shackles on the greedy. BKB used, and there's nothing that the Pugna can do about that. Rack should fall here. Should be 2 sets. And I don't know. It seems like that really should be all she wrote, but I'm assuming that this game's going to go on for another 3 to 4 minutes. Unless unknowns decide to start feeding.
It just seems really bizarre that Faceless Void just has not brought back. He just got Mega. Like you would think he has it up. It just seems rather.
Maybe he wants an extra challenge.
Maybe. So other than that, I can't explain it. He's about to lose his last melee racks.
Rada about to fall. Stark in the middle of 3. He's perfectly happy there. Darkroll trying to back up, gets the terrorize off on the 2. That's a GG call though. Fairly easy for Luccini. 25,000 gold lead by the end of it. Only takes 38 minutes for them to get the victory.
They're kind of tilted. They're kind of tilted. Pugna just left without saying anything. And the Void just stayed up the entire time without using his BKB. That's a sign of eternal strife right there. I'm supposed to paint a narrative for the viewers, the audience, and I could see that the Radiant team are not happy about how that game ended.
Well, it would make sense. That was probably not the performance that they were looking for, and I would hope that in the future that they can rely on a little bit more than just their carry for the game, because it seems like even though the Faceless Void did well there, he just couldn't do enough for his team. They really needed quite a bit more help. I think that's about all we have to say about that, right?
Yeah. The game was quite stagnant, and Void was doing a very good job of maintaining his team's net worth level with the others. But again, a little bit of a rough start from the Conca. It's a really unfavorable lane, so you can't blame them. And just like failure to execute their draft, failure to have like a chrono onto like 2+ heroes, plus just dropping their spells on top of it. It just seemed like it never happened that game. But yeah, it was a clean victory by Luccini.
Well, hopefully Unknown can turn it around in game number 2, because this is a best of 2, and it's important to make sure that you don't fall too far behind in this group stage. Unknown do have it in them. They just have to show it in game number 2, which will be right back after this break.